Welcome to Winning Park. I'm your host, Pascal Uchenna Nwokoro. See what's happened here now. I shake both bottles of Coke at the same time with equal energy. You can see what is happening. It erupted like volcano and messed up everywhere. What is more painful is that I cannot recover my Coke soda back. Once it is spilled, that's the end of it. When you are angry, it is always better to close your mouth because you may end up saying something that you never intended completely, and it can worsen the whole situation, even if you apologize later. But some words are like poison, capable of destroying someone permanently. Remember that words are like spirits. They never die, but lives forever. Now look at the other bottle. It looks like nothing happened because I never opened it. When you are angry, it's better to keep calm and postpone your actions. You may even leave the place at that point in time and come back later to handle the situation. You will realize that you will handle it with more calculated reasoning and will be in charge of your thinking and your mind. Don't let your anger control you. Be in charge, control your mind, action, and anger. Our topic today is anger. Let us first look at the definition of anger. Anger is the feeling people get when something unfair, bad, painful happens to them. Before you start being judgmental about anger, let's pause for a moment. Anger isn't sin, but what we do with that anger is what deems to be wrong. There are so many types of anger developed from various emotions and experience, depending on what life throws to you at that particular moment. Without going deeply into religion, I would like to give an example in Christianity. Christ became angry one notable time. He walked through the temple and tossed the table and kicked over stones. Why did he do this? Because he was appalled by the gambling and other unholy things he witnessed in the holy place. Now, it is not for me to say what is good or bad, but it is an example of what I call righteous anger, a testimony of how anger itself is not bad. Righteous anger, for example, is anger based on moral or belief, many a times spiritually based. There are many types of anger, and these types represent reasoning of some sort. While some anger is slow to form, others can be a rapid burst of seemingly uncontrollable range. In this range is where we see anger taking on negative actions. So let's examine different types of anger and the cause behind them. Number one is moral or righteous anger. As I stated above in the example, there are such a thing as righteous anger. It is also called moral anger because it comes from being upset when someone breaks rules. If you have set rules in a household and someone in the household breaks those rules, you will experience righteous anger. This is because most rules come from belief. Unfortunately, some people use the defense that you think you are better than everyone else. It is a common defense and usually just a way to deflect their guilt. Now, let me tell you a secret about righteous anger. There is a hidden meaning behind this feeling. When someone gets strict in their righteous anger, it could be their attempt at control. The truth is, righteous anger can go too far to turn you into a controlling and manipulative individual. So be careful with that flame of sword. Number two is behavioral anger. Of all types of anger, this one is the most volatile. Behavioral anger is usually so strong that it turns physical. This doesn't mean that this anger always causes injury. Sometimes, individuals who use this type of anger may only throw things or punch walls. Unfortunately, sometimes this emotion does result in attacking other people and can certainly cause injury and even legal consequences. There are a few hidden secrets about this type of anger. Behavioral anger can come from past trauma or neglect. Without proper upbringing, a person cannot learn to control their emotion correctly. And with trauma, behavioral anger may be the only way to deal with hurt experience early in the life. Well, why so dangerous? This anger can still be treated and channeled into the right direction. Number three is habitual anger. When you have been angry for so long, it can be hard to stop being angry. This is not a joke. It is a real problem. Habitual anger is a perpetual state of unrest and dissatisfaction with pretty much everything and everyone. When you try to deal with those who exhibit this type of anger, they most often get angrier. The hidden aspect of this anger lies within the past and trickle down through the years. Although this type of anger may have been born early in life, it has grown due to various negative experiences in the year following. For example, if you are in your 40s You had several decades of faith and grow this anger. If you have had issues with habitual anger, then by now your life may be a walking nightmare. Sorry, but the truth hurts. But the good news is you can learn to heal from this too. Number 4 is self-harm. Yes, self-harm is more than depression. The act of self-harm can actually be a form of anger against oneself. When people cut their skin, they could be exhibiting anger for how they look or their own condition. It is a complicated matter to understand sometimes, but it is a negative emotion which must be revealed. Self-harm comes from past abuse, trauma, neglect, and so on. It can also come from a repeated disappointment and broken relationship. Basically, instead of focusing anger outward, people who suffer from self-harm may focus those emotions on the person within. Number 5 is vengeance. One of the most common type of anger is vengeance or revenge anger. It is a basic form of anger which has been around since the beginning of time. With this form of anger, there is usually not a lot of premeditation, except for a plan of getting revenge which comes along with the emotion. To be honest, there is little hidden meaning behind this type of anger. It is straightforward, and to the one who feels this emotion, it is pure in its intent. Those who exhibit vengeance feel the emotion and action was warranted. Number 6 is passive anger. While this type of anger seems harmless, it sometimes can do quite a bit of damage. It just doesn't leave scare in the way you think. With passive anger, emotions tend to be pushed down from the most part. There is resentment, scare, and mockery, all hidden behind a facade because of their inability to express themselves in a healthy manner. Those who suffer from passive-aggressive emotion will internalize what they really feel. One hidden secret about this form of anger is that it's said to be from childhood emotional abuse. So children are taught to not express negative emotion, so they grew up to keep passive aggression. It's a logical way of dealing with their problem. Number 7 is accidental anger. One form of anger that people see as normal is accidental anger. The truth is that this is pretty much a normal reaction to certain situations of injustice. To have accidental anger is to witness something which should be changed and have the patience to address this in a healthy manner. There are usually no hidden agenda or secret where this type of anger is involved. Dealing with the anger of all times. Different types of anger must be addressed in various ways. While some forms are easy to deal with, others can be dangerous. Sometimes even professional help will be needed when dealing with certain situations. As I stated before, anger itself is not a bad thing. It is all depends on the action and negative thought pattern that you choose to utilize when you lose your temper. Honestly, for us to be free, we should learn more about what makes you angry and how you can deal with this anger in a right way. This is where I will stop today. Till I come your way next time. Thank you for listening and God bless you. Please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos.